Hello and welcome to YouTube channel Tech with Saket. Today I am going to show you some basic and introductory commands in Linux. First, let's give a quick perspective about Linux. Linux is not Unix, as many people get confused that Linux is same as Unix, but Linux is not same as Unix. Linux is open source and is developed by Unix community of developers, whereas Unix was developed by AT&T Bell Labs and is not open source. Now Linux is a very powerful operating system, but it is especially designed for server systems, and 90% of the world's fastest computers, like supercomputers, run on some form of Linux, and this is because of rock solid performance of Linux system. And many Android systems are also based on Linux distributions. Now Linux come in many varieties which are called distributions like Fedora, Mint and Debian. In our video, in our tutorial, we will be using Ubuntu, which is also a Linux distributions. So what we'll be learning today can be generally used on almost all different type of Linux distributions. So I'm going to open my terminal in Ubuntu, and if you haven't installed Ubuntu yet, then I will be making a separate video for that, and I will provide the link in the description box. Okay, now let's move to our video and open my terminal. Here you can see that the first three lines are good evening, welcome, and it is showing date. In your system it will not be there because I have edited my code of terminals, so please don't worry, you will only see this line. So I am removing it now. First let me tell you about the graphical user interface. Whatever you are seeing on my screen, like these icons and these all things like time and here battery and here network, everything, whatever you are seeing on my screen, it is called GUI, means graphical user interface. Okay, now let us start our video. So I am opening my terminal, and my first command is pwd. PWD stands for print working directory. So it will print my working directory. After writing PWD, if you press enter, then it will show /home/saket. So what is this? If you go in my file system, and here you can see in my home, these all are folders. So a folder, desktop, documents, downloads, music, and these all are folders. So whenever I am writing pwd, so it is printing my working directory, means I am working in this directory, in home directory. Okay, so our next command is ls stands for listing. Okay, whenever I am writing ls, so it will list. Here you can see it is listing a desktop, then documents, then downloads. So what is this? You know that I am in home directory, so I am going in my file system, and you can see that in my home directory, here a desktop, documents, download, these all are folders. So it is listing here a documents, downloads, these all are folders. So by using ls, you can list all the directories, all the folders in the present directory, in the present working directory. Okay, so there is my third command. There is our third command, that is clear. If you type clear and press enter, then it will erase all the things on the terminal. So after writing clear, press enter, and here you can see that all things disappeared and has been cleared. So our fourth command is cd. Cd stands for current working directory or change directory. So sorry, cd stands for change directory. Change directory means like here you can see that I am printing my working directory, and my working directory is home. So I will change my directory using the cd command. And if I want to go in desktop, so here you can see I am in desktop directory, and now if you type ls means listing, so it will list all the directories and all the folders present in the desktop, and if I press enter, then you can see there is only one thing, that is Saket. So I am going in my file system, and then I am going to my desktop. As I am in desktop directory, here you can see. So I am going in my desktop, and here you can see there is a folder only, and whose name is Saket. So here it is printing Saket. So by using the cd command, you can change the directory, okay. And now if you want to go back in your previous directory, so what to do? So there is another command, which is our fifth command, and you type cd and then space and then double dot. So if you want to go to in your previous directory, so write cd and then space and then dot dot and then press enter. So as you can see, now I am typing pwd, and now I am back to my working directory here. So cd space dot dot stands for change directory, and this will take you back to the previous directory, okay. Now once again I am writing cd and I am going to my desktop. So I am in my desktop directory, here you can see. So in my desktop directory I have a file Saket, so I can also go in Saket, I can go inside Saket. So you can write cd and then Saket, and now you can see that you are in the Saket folder, or you can say in the desktop directory and then in the Saket folder, okay. Now our sixth command is cd /. So cd / will take you to the root directory. Root directory means our root directory is home. So from here you can see, from home we have written cd desktop, so we are in desktop directory, and then again cd Saket, so we are in Saket. But if you directly want to go back to Saket, so there are two ways to go back to the Saket or home directory. First you write cd and then space dot dot, then you will go to a desktop, and again if you write cd and then dot dot, then you will go to the root directory. But what if I want to go directly in my root directory? So once again I am going to my Saket directory, so Saket folder, so cd desktop and then cd Saket. Now you can see that I am in Saket folder. Now I want to go directly back in my root directory, so you can write cd and then space and then /. Then here you can see, and I'm writing pwd, and sorry, pwd, 1 minute. Actually this problem is happening because we are in Saket folder, not in directory. So cd / command works only for directory, not for any folder. So if you are in directory and you are inside another directory, like suppose in my desktop there will be another directory, and from that directory if you want to go directly to your root directory, then you can type cd /. cd / means it will take to your root directory, it will take you to the root directory, okay, just like C drive in your window, okay. Now let's do a quick recap. Our first command is pwd command, which stands for print working directory. So I'm clearing all things, sorry, I'm clearing the window. Here I am opening my terminal once again, and I am clearing it. So our first command is pwd command, okay. Pwd command stands for print working directory, and our second command is ls stands for listing. It will list all the files and folders that are present in your present directory, okay. Now our third command is clear, which will clear the whole screen. And cd stands for change directory, like if you want to go in desktop directory from the home directory, so you can write cd and then desktop, so you will be entered in the desktop directory. And our third command is cd space dot dot, if it will take you to the one directory previous, means if you are in home directory and if you are coming in the desktop directory from there, and then you are typing cd / dot dot, then you will be redirected to the previous directory. Means cd space dot dot take you back to the previous directory. Okay, I hope now it's clear. All the commands we have done, total 6 commands now, and now we are moving to our next command, our 7th command, which is cp command. Cp, as you can guess, that cp stands for copy file. So cp command copy the file. First I want to show you that here in my home directory, and here you can see that in my home directory there is a file named file1, and file1, in the file1 the content is hello world how are you. So I am going back to my terminal, and you can see that in my home directory there was a file named file1 whose content was hello Saket, how are you. Once again I am showing you, sorry, hello world how are you. Okay, so I will copy this file into another file. So to copy one file into another file, there is a command called cp command. So I will write cp and my file name, that is file1, and the destination file name to which you want your content to be copied. So if I want my content to be copied in file, suppose file 10, so I will write cp and then file1 then file 10. It means that I want to copy the content of file 1. cp means copy, and I want to copy the content of file 1 in file 10. Okay, then I will hit enter, and you can see that here, after going in my file structure, here you can see that file 10 has been generated, file name 10, file 10 has been generated, and if you open this, you can see here that hello world how are you is this content of the file. So file 1 is also hello world and how are you, and file 10 is also hello world and how are you. So my file 1 has been copied to file 2 successfully. Okay, so we are moving to our next command. Our next command is rm command. Rm command stands for remove or delete files. Okay, so if I want to delete this file, name file 10. Okay, so there is a command named rm command. Rm stands for remove or delete. So I will write rm and then the file name that which I want to delete. So I wrote rm means remove file or remove or delete file, and then file name, and after pressing enter, so we will move to our file structure and see there is no such file 10 file exists now. Okay, so file 10 has been deleted successfully. Now we will move to our next command, which is command number 9, which is our 9th command. So our 9th command is just like copy command, but what if I want to copy one file in a particular directory to another, to a file which will present in some other directory. Like if I was writing cp file 1 and then file 10, so it will make a file named file 10. It will make a file named file 10 in my current working directory. So I was in directory home directory, and after copying this file 10 will generate it in the same working directory. But what if you want to generate a file in another or in some other directory? So there is a different command for that. Command is same but the syntax is different. Here you will write cp and then file name to which you want to copy. So I want to copy my file 1, and then the path to which, and the total path of the directory to which you want to in which you want to copy your file. So I will copy my file in home, then slash, then Saket, and then downloads. So after going in home and then Saket and downloads, so I am going to my downloads. Here you can see there is a downloads, and now you can see there is a file. Okay, once again I want to show you that first I am deleting it, move to trash, and again I am running this command. First you see that there is no such file in file name file 1 in my downloads. Okay, now I am copying my file 1, cp means copy, and then the file name, copy my file name in the download. So After pressing enter, I'm again going to my file structure, and now you can see that file 1 has been generated, and the content of file is hello world, how are you. So as you can see that file 1 has been copied to file 1 has been copied in file 1 in the desktop in the downloads directory. Okay, now our next command is mkdir. Mkdir stands for making directory. So what if we want to make a directory? So to make a directory, we will use mkdir command. Okay. Now I want to create a directory named test folder. So I am writing mkdir test folder, and first I want to show you that in my present directory, here my present directory is home, and in my present directory there is no such directory or file whose name is test folder. Okay, whose name is test folder. There is no such directory in my present directory whose name is test folder. So after writing mkdir and the name of the directory, if you press enter or if you hit enter, and now here you can see test folder directory has been generated. So if you want to generate or if you want to make a new folder or new directory, so you will use the command mkdir, which is used for making directory. Okay. Now what if you want to remove the directory or delete the directory? So now I want to delete this test folder. So to delete delete the directory, there is a command rmdir. Rm stands for remove and dir stands for remove. Dir stands for directory, like mk means make and dir means directory. Similarly rm for remove and dir means directory. So I will write rmdir, which stands for remove directory, and the directory name, and that is test folder, which I want to remove. Before pressing enter, see here test folder directory is present, but after pressing enter it disappeared. Okay, so it removed the directory. So to remove the directory, we use rmdir command, which is used for the remove directory. Okay. Now there is a very important thing I want to tell you here, that rmdir commands only delete that directory, or that folder which is empty. But what if your folder is not empty? Then rmdir command will not work. To show this, I am again making the same directory. So let me just clear 1 minute. So let me just clear all things. So once again I am making directory mkdir and then test folder, and here you can see test folder directory has been generated. And if I want to delete it, so I can write mkdir test folder, and it will delete the directory or it will remove the directory. But at present my directory is empty. So 1 minute, I do not want to keep my directory blank, so that I can show you something. Like I am making a new folder named sake and .txt, and here I am creating a folder named sake.txt. Okay, so in my test folder there is a file sake.txt. Okay, now what if you will again use this command rmdir, that is remove directory test folder. So let's try, and pressing enter, it is saying that directory not empty. So you can learn from here that rmdir is used for removing directory only if your directory is empty, only if your folder is empty. But if your folder is not empty, then you can't use the command rmdir. So there is another method to remove the directory if your directory is not empty, or if your directory is not occupied. directory is occupied, then there is another command to remove that directory. So you will write rm means remove, and then you will write -r, okay, and then the name of your directory. So first here see, in my current working directory there is a test folder, which is a directory, and in this there is a file. So now I am going to run this command, which is rm -r and then the name of your directory. After pressing enter, now you go to that file system, and then see here there is no such any this type of directory, that is test folder. There is no such test folder directory present. It is deleted, okay. So keep in mind that if you are working with rmdir command, your directory should be empty or your file should be empty. If your file is not empty, then you have to use rm -r command, okay. Now 1 minute, I want to clear the screen. Now this is a extra command. I want to show you that if you want to know more about any particular command, so you can type man and then the name of command that you want to know more about that command. So I want to know more about ls command, so you type man and then ls command, okay, and then ls. So after pressing enter, you can see a page will open, and it is saying that the name, that is the name of command, which is ls, and ls stands for list directory contents, okay, and then synopsis, and then ls option and file, and you can see there is a long descriptions here, so you can read line by line, which is not important for now because this is an introductory video. So at the bottom you can see it is writing manual page ls line 125 or something, whatever, and in bracket it is writing press H for help or Q for quit. So we will enter quit, okay. So it was all for this video. I hope you liked the video. Please like the video and subscribe our channel. See you in the next video. Thanks. Have a nice day.